ClearValue is a leader in hydrogen energy purification and organic nutrients. Now, this is a company that bills itself as one that understands the symbiotic relationship between energy, water, and life. And with me today, we've got the founder, president, and CEO, Richard Haase, and also Doug Anderson, the CEO of Wall Street Capital. So great to have you here. Welcome.
Good to see
you.
you.
So, Richard, let's start with climate change. I was very interested in looking at your deck and how ClearValue addresses that problem, which scientists say is just one of the biggest problems that we're facing on the globe.
It is, and it's real. For those that think it's not, they just need to look at the data. The change is slowly occurring. But how we've attacked it is we take in the worst greenhouse gas, methane, biogas, which is from our waste, and sunlight, and we combine that together to truly make rocket fuel. Pure hydrogen, pure oxygen, and that's what makes our engines so much better.
You mentioned electricity. Can this be used for other types of energy as well?
Yes, if we just take the engine component, we've done a lot of work on internal combustion engines, a lot of people call ICE. In ICE, again, if we take pure hydrogen, pure oxygen, no air, no nitrogen, I can turn your V6 into 1,000 horsepower, easy. I can triple the efficiency. Our goal is to provide value to the consumer, to provide value to the market, and once you do that, then solving climate change is easy.
This is a really hot industry right now. Of course, we've got a lot of talk about climate change, clean energy. There's just a lot of activity going on in this space. How do you see it from a macroeconomic point of view?
You know, investors and consumers are taking a hard look at these new technologies now. It's not enough for them to be green. You know, subsidized is not sustainable.
Right.
So it's got to be profitable. It's got to make money. It's got to stand on its own 2 feet. And his technology really appears to do that.
Yeah. Well, that was exactly my next question. So we do know there's been a lot of subsidies over the years. It seems like those are being reduced a little bit, but there's federal tax credits for electric vehicles and all kinds of things. So you're on your way to profitability, or how does that work from a business sense?
Well, if I might, let me make a comment. It's not just me. There's a team of 12 in Houston, all with a lot of industry experience, most of which are PhDs, 12 people that have put this together. I just happen to be blessed to have them working with me, okay? As far as profitability, we're at the demonstration stage. We're building the units that we're going to take in the market to show people what we have, to show the value and use so we can move forward and commercialize. That's where we are.
Okay. So, and then what's that process like? I mean, are you looking for investors, or what's the next step then?
Well, I have received a lot of offers that I had to turn down. Interesting out
Lucky
there.
you.
Yes, okay. But my goal in finding someone like Doug to work with is to find a good, honest offer.
Okay.
An honest offer that wants to make money and see the world improve. So with that, yes, we're looking for investors at this time.
And there's a lot of patents, I noticed too, as I was reading through your information. So talk about that, what the patents are, and then Doug, if you could chime in a little bit too in terms of the value of those patents.
Sure.
The IP is focused on the energy component, which is making the hydrogen and the electricity, and on the engines, okay? And then around that, we have a lot of IP on the obtaining of the methane and the water purification components afterwards. In total, globally, we have filed over 110 patents that cover the technologies of the ClearValue companies.
Yeah, I would think you need to protect that.
So in value, you know, we've seen a lot of fuel cell technology out there, and that just really hasn't caught because of the value for the consumer and the profitability. You know, we've seen this around the world where, you know, investors are busting their pick. You know, it seems that the deals that work are a win-win. So for example, in Germany, they went to wind, and guess what happened to the consumers' price for electricity? It doubled. You know, that's not something that is going to catch fire and be something great, okay? In this case, they're not fuel cell, they're working on the engine.
Now, don't you need other countries to really address the climate change problem? You need other countries to get involved in this as well. I mean, is this something that could be international?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we attend the COP events with the UN, and we have an affiliate here in New York that calls in the UN regularly. We do goal a global solution. And the most important thing with this is by working with existing engine technologies, existing channels, we can retool what exists. Our goal is to JV license globally, all right? So in that, let's face it, The scientists say, James Hansen, very, very good scientist in this, we have 10, 15, maybe 20 years.
Yeah.
If we don't retool, we won't make it. With this technology that does add value, we can retool and make a better world.
Be residential, commercial, both? Energy providing?
The power component doesn't lend itself to a single family home. Multifamily, yes. Neighborhoods, yes. The sunlight component is so efficacious. 10 stories or less, it's off the grid, totally clean. Can't do that with any solar now. So we explain our energy component, our solar component, as the next generation solar. Literally, 10 stories or less, off the grid, totally clean, 3 cents a kilowatt hour.
Okay, and Doug, anything else to add?
Yeah, again, it's kind of a win-win. You can see investors make money off this, consumers are going to pay less for energy, not more, and it's totally clean.
Yeah.
And it's also dealing with waste,
Yeah.
cleaning that up. So,
And good for the planet and the future generations, so if we could figure all this out. How can somebody find out more about ClearValue?
Well, go to our website, clearvalue.com,
Okay.
and any questions they have, just please email us or call us. We'll be glad to address.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Richard, for coming in, and Doug as
Thanks.
well.